Sigh.
Brago.
One Piece 1171 finally came out after a year break.
Oh, God.
That's what
Haven't
it felt
seen a chapter in years, man. It's been a while.
What if Oda did that? What if he took a year off? How would you feel about that?
Be kind of nice. I guess we just go on hiatus, right?
Who,
You can
us?
only talk about so much.
Just start talking about Boruto.
Yeah, we become a Boruto channel in the meanwhile.
Yeah, Boruto discussions. Yeah. Hey, Kagurabachi.
Oh, Kagurabachi would be fun. Yeah, Kagurabachi, dude. It's heating up over there.
Wait, are you watching JJK this season?
Yeah, I just watched episode 3 yesterday.
Okay. Wait, did you read the manga? You did, right?
Yeah, I finished it.
How you felt like they covered episode 3? I thought they did a fantastic job, considering what it is in the manga.
Funny you say that. It is the lowest rated JJK episode to date, but it's still the best we could have gotten. Like, I remember reading the manga, and I was like, yo, this is going to be ass, man. Like, I am not looking forward to this episode. I didn't watch it the day it came out, because I just knew it was going to be a yapathon. But you see
it was a lot.
And the graphics, the animation, like, the quality of Tengen explaining the culling games, it was god tier.
Fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was amazing considering what the source material had and how much yap it was. So I was like, whoa. So I expect great things going forward
100%.
for culling games. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for people to see everything that happens in the culling games. But like we said, a very stacked anime season. Frieren is back. I'm not sure if you saw episode 1. Episode 1 was
saw it. It was really good.
It was so good. It's funny because, like, you know, I don't love Fern. I had
Wait,
my
you don't like
problems with Fern.
Why?
I feel like she was like on Stark's case too much, man. She was just like,
I mean, it's
always,
just like, teenage girl. Like, she kind of likes him, she kind of doesn't.
Like, oh my god.
No
so like
friends.
Even at the beginning, when they found the thing and then she was like, just throw it away. I was like, you just said it could buy a mansion. We need money. Why would you? And then, like, later on, it kind of proves that no matter what, they were screwed. I was like, okay, all right, fair enough. And then even Stark towards the end was like, yo, just ease up. Just give me a break a little bit.
And then when he got a break from Widowbell, he still decided to stay with the girls. I was like, oh, there we go. I mean, that's just how it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, when the guys are together, it's a different vibe. Man. It's, all cheery. Right. But at the end of the day,
it's cool for a while.
Yeah, it's cool for a while, but you got to have, like, normalcy.
Yeah, you come back home.
Back home.
That was great. And I thought, what did Frieren say? That was the title of the episode. Shall we go or something like that? But
yeah,
fantastic start to the season. Love Frieren so much. But again, a stacked anime season. No One Piece.
Oh yeah,
anime.
We're seasonal now.
No One Piece anime until April. So
only 13
right
episodes too.
Wait, that's confirmed? No way.
I think it is confirmed. We're only getting like 13 or 20. I mean, it literally is going to be like a seasonal anime. Yeah. We're not getting a lot of
like
episodes.
A 24, right?
I heard 13. Maybe I'm wrong, but last I heard people were talking about 13.
13 would be insane. Because if it's 13, first off, the quality would be on another level because it'll be jam-packed. But I think you can do it with 24 too. But considering like where I think we have to get to, I think 24 makes more sense. But I don't mind 13. No, we can't. 13, oh my gosh. One Piece fans would riot. Whew.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. So the hot topic is that there's going to be 26 episodes per year split into 2 parts, which is why people are saying 13. Yeah.
Okay. That makes
13
sense.
And then 13. So we're getting 26 episodes a year.
That's rough too.
The people were expecting like a faster pacing for the anime. Apparently it's just gonna be like 1-to-1. Yeah.
I think here's the thing that people gotta understand. Like, it can be the same pacing but better execution.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we can get like one chapter, but like the animation is better. Like, they can add extra scenes within the anime to make it be more digestible. It's not gonna I think that the anime is not gonna feel the same, even if it's the same or similar pacing. I guess that's how I look at it. So
I
I
agree.
expect great things.
And since it is seasonal, I feel like people will appreciate it more. Because when it was just
Oh
weekly, it's like,
yeah.
yeah, people liked it. But now that it's seasonal, it's like, okay, you gotta watch it. Like, are you watching
Well,
One Piece? Like, beforehand, it's like, yeah, we're watching One Piece every Sunday. Now it's like, whoa, are you watching One Piece though?
now it's like I think for the new season it's gonna be like watch parties. It's like to the level now. I think because the anime is seasonal, it might get to the level of because people did it before with live reactions to the anime. But I think it might be more so where it's like, all right, the anime is getting to a point where now like it is like a staple for a lot of people to just react to the One Piece anime because
Yeah.
that's the quality I expect. So, I mean, people are fickle in general with the internet because I've seen people say, "Oh my God, Toei is god tier. Toei, you owe me nothing," and then the next episode, like, "Oh my Toei is dog shit." Like that, I'm like, bro, like,
What
you
the
know, I have
fuck
to
is
do
this
what I learn.
frame? Like, no, dude,
Oh my God,
save the criticism for One Punch Man. Dude, JJK made graphs cool. Like One Punch Man did the exact opposite. Like, I can't complain too much,
One
Like one, I
Punch
think
Man.
I
You
think
know,
Egghead did a really good job, and plus, like people are complaining about the pacing. Like, oh, it's one episode, one chapter. It's like, bro, in Wano we had like 0.6. Like
yeah,
this is way better.
Wano
Egghead pacing
is
was
better.
amazing.
I think in general, a lot of people they're at the point where it's so many good things to watch that now if they see something that's average to even below average, it's dog shit. Right? So it's like,
Yeah,
I'm not watching that. I'm like, bro, like One Piece has been on an amazing run lately. So, you know, I think seasonal is perfect. It gives people time to miss the anime. I mean, it's crazy now because once we're with the manga and it's a break, it's like literally nothing new or nothing for One Piece coming out. It's just like, man, this is a
they're just
different era,
waiting,
but
and we have no
it
games
is what it
coming out
is.
either.
Huh? Oh
No
yeah.
games.
Oh,
Yeah, the
I
gaming
saw
spectrum for One Piece is just dead.
I saw Geo tweeted about because I think Lord of Mysteries has got an anime or a game.
Yeah, it's getting an MMO, a really good looking MMO at that.
And Geo said, "Yo, how does random ass anime gets a game that One Piece fans have been asking for a long time?" I was like, "That's kind of fair.
It's fair, but like Lord of
Kind of
Mysteries is
fair."
massive though. Like we
Right,
can't
I saw
undersell
that.
it.
Yeah,
It's
right.
a really big franchise.
I didn't realize how big Lord of Mysteries was. Right, I didn't realize it's like actually massive in China. Right,
Yeah.
so
It's massive in
but
China.
damn,
The guy
like
Cuttlefish has won a lot of awards for it. Like there's spin-offs. Like now Lord of Mysteries is huge. And when it comes to One Piece games, it's really just Bandai's fault. I mean, Oda and Bandai, but mainly Bandai, because they own the gaming IP. They're the ones who don't do anything, and whenever they do release a game, it's always just absolute dog water.
it's like very it feels lazy. Like it's just a bunch of reskins. Um, which which reminds me, something happened recently.
Oh,
Uh, and I was like, man, like I know Sai's excited about this.
what is it?
We got another teaser for the live action, man.
Oh God, dude,
We got
Mister
another
Three.
teaser.
I know. It would look like this. There's no way around it. It looks like he's shooting jizz out of his hands. Does it not? Did you see that?
I mean, yeah, but like wax,
Yeah, that's what I'm
converting
saying.
it.
It has to look like that. I'm like, man, it's just
Yeah.
so cursed in real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, it's just wax all over you.
Yeah. I'd hate to fight that guy. Well, I mean,
I think
I feel like he'd be
gonna be
really
amazing.
popular nowadays.
he's gonna go crazy with memes and gifs.
Yeah,
It's gonna
100%.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. What do you think about the trailer though?
I thought it was the best looking trailer we've gotten so far, in certain aspects. Am I
I agree.
looking forward to the live action? Not so much. I don't think it's gonna be anything better than season one, maybe, but I would love to be proven wrong. I'm just not a big live action enjoyer, That's my hot take. That's why I
Yeah.
have like no dedicated videos on my channel for the live action, because I don't want to be like overtly negative. I'll be negative
Yeah.
here when it's like talking to you or like somebody asked me, but
Yeah,
outside of that, it's like, yeah, I don't go out of my way to be like super negative. So it's like, it's just not my
No, I
cup of
get that.
tea.
I did a break video on the live action, and I was somewhat negative, somewhat cynical.
Yeah.
I would say, because I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, okay, it's good, but how can it be great? And my issues stem from one, again, Luffy's shoes.
Oh
I
my
hate
god, the shoes are funny.
but I get it. I get why. Again, it's a hazard, whatever. He can't be doing all that in sandals, sure. Hate the shoes. But two, I think Inuyaki has to be better at embodying Luffy. I think he's okay. I think he's more Luffy outside of the show than he is when he's acting. I think McKenyu needs a bit more emotion. Like I like stoic, cool Zoro, but I think some contrast would be good.
Yeah.
Also the action. I think the action has to it has to step up. Has to get like another step up. Where I don't feel like it's over choreographed. Like it's a dance as opposed to like them fighting. Like in season one, there was a lot of the characters moving to where they know the attack is gonna come from, as opposed to like it being like feeling like an actual fight.
Yeah,
So
the
I
best
think if they
example is
step
like
it up,
Zoro versus the cat people. Like that felt very choreographed.
it felt like it felt super choreographed. Which some people saying, well, Oda likes Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I'm like, we can't compare Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon to what we're seeing in the live action. The choreography in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is also always phenomenal. No matter how floaty it is, went back and watched it. I'm like, this shit is amazing. I think it's just about just making it better. And as long as the action is better, I think it can survive. The action is mid. We're not going to go anywhere. That's just a fact. Like, it's not going to get to where we expect it to get to. So I agree with you. The best trailer it's had. Somebody did say that McKenyu is bringing in apparently his action team or his choreography team or something like that.
That's cool.
I'm not sure. Not sure how true that is, but if that happens, I'm like, okay, I feel better about like some of the action sequences. So,
yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of like some of the castings either. I feel like some of the costumes are kind of. It feels like, which no offense, I mean it's just like Comic-Con cosplay for some of these characters. Some of them are great. Some of them are just like I don't know, and that's just like what comes with the territory when you make a live action. Like it's not easy, you know, adapting a silly pirate manga to real life. It's not gonna be easy or work. And that's just how
it's gonna look like cosplay a little bit. It kind of when I think about I just saw like the Tomb Raider.
Oh God, yeah, I saw that. Oh man, Tomb Raider, yeah.
Of course it's Sansa, right? So it's like, I like the actor, but it's just like I don't know. I don't
Laura Croft. I don't see it.
I don't feel it.
I don't see it.
I don't feel it. I don't see it. And again, everything I've seen her in, I don't know if she can embody that. So I think her name is Sophie Turner.
Yeah, Sophie Turner, I think.
I just don't like it. I just don't see it. It looks like they went for, oh, we want her to look hot as opposed to like embodying the character.
And no offense, but she's not like, I don't know. She doesn't pull off the Laura Croft hotness either.
Because
I think that's like one of the issues too.
Because you want her to be a bit dangerous, like hot and dangerous. Like she's just hot, So
yeah.
It's I don't know.
It's like a different aesthetic.
See. What about? I was thinking about this. I don't know if she could pull it off better.
Belle Ramsey.
Funny from the same show. Bella Ramsey is hilarious. I did see a clip of her saying that she could be Spider-Man. Did you see that?
I saw people talking about that. I didn't know if that was like a meme, so I didn't want to like comment on it. Did she really say it? Like she wants to play Spider-Man? I'm sorry, like we gotta stop. We gotta nip that one in the bud, dude. Bella Ramsey is Spider-Man? Nah, this isn't real life, dude.
You don't like it?
No. This is. It needs to be like put down. Like take it across the barn and shoot that idea in the back of the head.
Why
that
do you
should
hate
not
Bella
be possible,
Ramsey, man?
It's people, and then people are gonna say, "Oh, but acting is all about being somebody that you aren't." Yeah, but I mean, there's also something about just looking like the character too. I think that's my thing. Like you gotta look like the character.
I guess you didn't like in The Last of Us, huh?
No, actually, I haven't watched The Last of Us because of Bella Ramsey.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched like, I haven't played the game, but I've watched like all of the first one, and I know what happens in the second one, and it's just strange. Like for me, it's a little bit strange, like seeing video game Ellie and then looking at Bella Ramsey. I'm not saying like oh, she has to look great. It's just like I just want them to look like the character. I think is my thing. It breaks like the. I don't know. It just breaks it for me. And that's how I feel about some like One Piece live action castings too. It's like they don't look like the character. It's kind of strange. I get it, but yeah, it's just not my thing.
I mean, I didn't mind it too much with her not looking like Ellie. I thought it was fine. Like I said, it's a mix. It depends on what you value for the most part. So I thought it was okay.
You know what they say? Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. But yeah. Enough of the sidetrack. Let's talk about what we came here for.
Kagurabachi.
Exactly, man. What do you think about that? No. Like, what the fuck? It's been 15 minutes.
We were almost there.
1171, man. Ragnar, the cover story. Zoro with a blade and a cat. Sai, did you make this request?
No, it's a good request though. I'll admit it. I do like Zoro and cats, so it is something I would ask for. Funny enough.
I was like, reverse kitten. That might be Sai. I'm gonna ask him. I thought it was like it's cute cover story, cover art. No
real complaints about it.
Yeah, it's whatever. But not much there. But 1171. Ragnar. Sai, if you had to put this castle as far as the strongest things in One Piece, where would it rank? Because
you said like the castle?
That castle.
Okay.
Because Copper is saying, well, if Harold left the castle in that state, he would have brought great calamity to the world. Is the world stronger than is a castle stronger than the world? What's going on? What kind of castle is this?
To be fair, it's a castle that's supposed to house the ancient giant kings. So yeah, like maybe it's made of sea stone. Let's say there's like diluted sea stone within the stone wall.
I think just the sheer size and scale of the castle, it's hard to fathom. Because like when Loki's walking through the hallways, he looks like a regular person. But we know how large Loki is. So this castle is gigantic. It is
Let's say it's a void century castle even. It's been around for all these years. Like people from 3,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago made it.
It's special.
It's special.
It's special.
Very
and Harold,
simple looking, but it's special.
Yeah, I think I would like to kind of, if the scale was kind of accentuated a bit more, just to show how massive it is. Because I don't think we really realize just how big this fucking castle is. But Scopper is basically saying, man, like Loki, man, like if Loki wasn't here, like we'd be screwed because no matter how much we wanted Harold, he kept repairing himself. It is actually crazy. And your boy Yarl, you're like Yarl, did you know the treasure be that powerful, man?
Yarl's just so stupid, man. He's just
I know nothing.
Just here for the ride. It's like if you invite me to like a football match and you're like, hey, Sai, did you see that play? I was like, yeah, pretty good stuff, man, I guess.
He's like, cool.
Cool.
But the thing is, y'all just said the same thing that Scopper said. He's like, man, like.
He's just repeating.
Right. He said, I don't know anything, but, man, if Loki wasn't here, man, we'd be screwed.
That's some good stuff, huh?
We just fucking said that with the sword in his head, by the way. So we get to Shanks, bro. Shanks is having flashbacks. And
oh man,
I thought about because Garling's your guy.
He really is, yeah.
And did you say W Dad once you saw him?
I've been seeing a lot of people online saying W Dad, and it's hilarious. And that's the thing, like he was always a W Dad. He's just not a W husband, right? Like,
but I don't think the wife. We can't conflate the two. We can't conflate the two.
It's not the same.
I can be a great dad and a terrible husband. They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, exactly. So he really does care about Shanks. He cares about Shamrock. I mean, we even saw this back when he introduced him to King Harold, right? Yeah. He was like, hey, look, this is my son. Like, it's Shanks. He lived in the lower world, but he's here now. It's like, yeah, like Garling is proud of his boys. He really is. It's like Judge at Shanks in the Jerma clones.
Somewhat. Because
nicer.
Okay. You know what? We don't get to see the Judge aspect because Judge is is the way he is because Sanji's weak in his mind. We don't get to see Garling in front of like a weak son. Shanks is strong as hell. So of course he's gonna be like, ha, Sonny boy. But if Shanks was weak, how would he act? Would he still welcome him with open arms?
I think he would. I think he would.
Oh hell no!
I think he would. Even if Shanks could be super weak, Garling would still love him.
I think that's wishful thinking. I think
people are saying that Garling is the dad that Doflamingo always wanted.
I agree, but I think for Garling, I mean, as far as a tier list, he's over Yasopp.
Oh yeah, I mean Garling's over most stats in One Piece. Like he's setting a new bar.
Like first off, we got to think about this because not only did he welcome him with open arms,
he was smiling, dude.
He was smiling, happy, and he was sending people to try and get him for a while now, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like
dude,
he didn't care about the kid.
Shanks, anything you want, just say it, man. I'll get it for you. I'm so sorry you live such a bad life. Like, damn. All right.
Bro,
cool.
Yasopp was next door, and he didn't go to see his son.
Yeah,
right?
and then
he was raising somebody else's kid.
But like, we also had the whole thing where Shanks is up in the Holy Land, and Yasopp could have easily taken like a year to visit Usopp, and nobody would have even noticed. He didn't. Yeah. What is Yasopp doing?
In general, I think Yasopp is a deadbeat. I think he's a true deadbeat.
I'll never forget.
It's not even circumstantial.
Wano. Remember Wano, where they're like, "Hey, Yasopp, why are you hiding?" He's like, "Well, I'm not ready to meet Usopp yet." Bro, it's been like 20 years. What are you talking about? Not ready to see Usopp. Come on.
I'm like, this guy. He's like, he was ecstatic when Shanks was like, no, not time to see Luffy yet. He's
yeah, sigh of relief.
Whoo, because I wasn't ready to meet. Why not? Why not, Yasopp? I don't know. But, W dad for Garling, man. But for Shanks,
he hates it.
He's about to rip his arm off, bro. Like, it's like just pain for him. Somebody pointed out, I saw it on Twitter, that Shanks used to, like, be in pain when he held his arm. Now it's, like, pride and joy.
Oh, yeah, because of Luffy. When he does it.
Because of Luffy, right?
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's dope. I think.
Oh, you're not the biggest fan of it.
No, I like it. I mean, I'm a Shanks guy. I think Shanks as a character just gets elevated every single chapter we see him. I think.
I can't wait till you take off your beanie one day and it's just red hair.
Hey, don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked, man. A Shanks tat right there with red hair. I think I can firmly say Shanks is a top 10 character in One Piece now. I'm there.
Yeah, no, I see. Shanks isn't my favorite character, but he's never been like low on my list. I mean, he's always been like top 20.
Not favorite. I'm talking about like just as objective as we can be as far as like written characters in One Piece.
Oh yeah. I like how for me, I really enjoy how Shanks is in almost like every aspect of the story. I think that's what I really enjoy about it. You could feel, I wouldn't say you feel his presence, but you feel its impact. Yeah.
Yeah, like every single level. No matter what, no matter which arc. Yeah, no matter which arc, you can feel like Shanks in some way. Of course, because the main character, is connected to him. But I think one of the worst things we've seen over the years is like, oh my God, Shanks is evil, or Shanks is just like it's like, but I think this is really
are fun.
It's just, they're hilarious. By the way, where it's like, he cut his arm off to set Luffy up to take the devil fruit in the future. Ha ha! I'm like, huh? Okay, you already had the devil fruit. So he wanted Nika.
Shanks does have a fisherman on his crew, but he's under the ship steering it. He's chained.
I like it. I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, come on, somebody.
That'd be kind of funny.
So yeah, I think it's making Shanks' character, even better with just like how he feels about himself. And Scopper, good. I mean, good on Scopper too, right? It was just like, yo, man, like you can't resent the circumstances of your birth. It kind of is what it is,
Yeah.
And Shanks is kind of blaming himself for Harold, like, and he's put in perspective because a lot of people do hate Harold. Not hate. They kind of view Harold as a dumbass, and I guess both things can be true. He can be a dumbass and a pure soul. but he genuinely just wanted good for his people. And I think even once we get to the Emu part, it makes Harold look even better. Where Emu's like, yeah, I can never let this guy join, man. He would ruin the world government from the inside. Which is like, I think that's insane praise from Emu.
Yeah, he was an anomaly. I like how Emu was like, yeah, this guy was bad for everybody. I mean, even for Elbaf, like he was too much of a weirdo. What the hell?
He was like, Elbaf should never have known anybody like this. This is crazy.
And when it comes to Shanks, like, Shanks is blaming himself, but the thing is that even if Shanks got to King Harold and told him about all of this in advance, I don't think King Harold would change. He'd probably go into the bitter end.
He wouldn't. I think he wouldn't. It's like, why would I? It's not about believing Shanks. It's like, yeah, sure, I got to see it through.
Yeah.
Like,
he can't back down at that point. Like, nobody can talk King Harold out of it.
Shanks would have to forcefully stop him.
Yeah.
And at this point, I don't think he could. So it's just, Harold is going to be him. I think the Loki shot with Harold is amazing and devastating at the same time. He says, "Is this what happens when you love your country too much?"
It's a good line. It's kind of banger.
It's banger, but like, I thought about like the kings in One Piece. It's kind of facts, or the sovereigns in general. Like, when you care a lot, like typically it's pain on the other side of that. Like, like the Cobra, even King Riku.
Oh my God, King Riku. He fell hook, line, and sinker for Doflamingo's plot. Hey, yeah, so we're gonna need like 1 billion berries and we'll let you go. And then later it's like, oh my God, King Riku's killing everybody for the money. He's greedy.
Like,
oh, dude.
Stop me. That was insane.
Yeah, I just finished Dressrosa again. I love Dressrosa, man.
Doflamingo was diabolical. That is even more poetic because Dressrosa belonged to the Don Quixotes in the past. So it's just like,
yeah. Also, if you, the Don Quixotes in the past, I just realized this, but like the former king from like 900 years ago, he had the same jacket as Doflamingo. Like they all rock the feather cape. What's up with that? Just like a family thing?
That's interesting. Maybe culturally, because Dressrosa was somewhat like
Spain.
It felt like Spain, right?
Yeah.
So that's like, the cultures, that's what they rock. So that's cool. That's really dope. Look, I think Dressrosa is awesome, especially on the reading it. I think anime wise, a lot of people have disdain because of like the filler and how much, and the pacing and how much it dragged. But Dressrosa is a fantastic arc. There's so much to love in Dressrosa. But Loki, man, I love him. I love him. But I firmly now believe that Loki's not joining the Straw Hats. No chance. Absolutely
he's just too
0%.
strong. He's way too strong to join. He can ally with the Straw Hats. I just don't think he'll ever be on the ship, like sailing with us to the next island permanently.
Hell no.
That's not happening, dude.
No. This might be insane upscale. But I think Loki legitimately might be all time. Like legitimately all time, at worst, top 10. All time.
At worst, top 10, yeah. No, I agree. That devil fruit, man, it does wonders. Like, we don't even know what it is yet.
Not even a devil fruit. His weapon.
And the crazy
insane genetics, right?
Yeah.
He insane genetics, conquerors, and top 5 at worst weapon. A top 5 devil fruit. He's already an ancient giant. What else could...
Dude, people
if you created
are calling
somebody...
Ragnar a black squirrel. You know what I mean? Like, that's how crazy we're getting. They said, guys, we got another black blade. It's literally Loki's hammer, which, blades, they do include like some weird weapons every now and then, like the Kanabo. But
I'm gonna bet it's a supreme grade weapon.
It's gotta be supreme grade.
Let me say supreme grade, and it's sentient, and we know it can take down like strong opponents on its own. Now you add Loki, and he was strong before, and you give him a legendary devil fruit. I'm sorry, man. He's not joining the crew. It doesn't make sense.
He's too much. Like how Yamato, people kind of felt that way. Like, if Yamato joins, like, is she stronger than Zoro? Like, it's a whole issue.
This guy.
But now, it's just like, like we can't like bring Zoro into the equation with Loki being this powerful. And he was that strong day one with Ragnar and his fruit. Now, like, we add on 14 years on top of that. It's like he's even stronger now, I bet.
I think
It's
I
crazy.
think it'll be more interesting if Loki decided to go his own route, as opposed to just following the Straw Hats, even becoming an ally. Because like I think Harridan's already a Grand Fleet member, right? I think I would like for Loki to just do his own thing. Like I'm just gonna sail and do my own. Then we meet up with Loki at some point in the future,
And we're just
but
allies
like
with him. We're friends with him. Yeah.
yeah, we're cool, right?
We're cool.
Somewhat cool, but like having him sailing with the Straw Hats, where's the tension? Who can stop them?
Yeah,
I'm not
like
gonna buy it.
imagine Zoro, Luffy, Sanji, Jinbei, and Loki pull up, and Yamato. Like, you're not
What are we
winning,
doing?
dude.
I think it's more interesting if Loki becomes, because even at this point, he's not gonna become an enemy. Like that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he's
But
too nice. He's way too nice.
he's a good guy. He's a good
Yeah,
dude.
he shoulders like all of King Harold's blame onto himself. Like he's being blamed for like patricide, and it's like, yeah, he's
And he just took
yeah,
it.
He's too good.
He just took it. Shout out to Loki, man. I love Loki so much. But Emu. I think this is the most exposition we've gotten from Emu to date. Right? A lot of dialogue. Emu even revealed like some weaknesses. It's like, whoa.
What were we supposed to hear about
that? Right?
Damn, Emu.
Emu again, like we talked about with Harold, a lot of praise for Harold, saying that he was a monster. Emu was like, yo, okay, so Harold was a monster and he got more powers. What the hell is on Elbaf that I didn't know about? What are we wait. What's up there, man? Huh? Something killed Harold? So that was interesting. Somebody pointed out that for Emu, as much as he's connected to these people, he can't see what they see.
Yeah, so he has
Right?
no clue what went down, which
He
goes
has
back
no
to like
clue what
the
went
God
down.
Knights, liking Harold to the very end, like, yo, visiting his grave, because they don't know what happened today.
Nope.
It's all a mystery.
Even with Saturn's hid the ancient Emeth
Oh yeah,
from him, right? So it's like they're connected, but he can't see everything because Harold is fighting Loki, right? But he still doesn't know what happened. So it's like, all right, there's some limitations where he has to, I guess, actually take over the body to see through the body. So that's interesting. But he's not sure what's happening on Elbaf. I said that man, we're lucky that Emu didn't find out about Loki back then. Because imagine if Emu got a hold of Loki, like when Loki was kind of just trying to find his way. Yeah, just trying to find his way, find somebody to look up to. We'd be screwed. We'd definitely be screwed if Loki's on the other side. We did find that Emu has a possible weakness, which, it was coming eventually. The Gorosei said we should go have the pentagram by Harold inspected. Emu said no. It's just going to cause the death of another knight. And every covenant comes with a price. And, the price to be paid even for Mu. So, of course, people start thinking about the Horcruxes, like with Harry Potter. And it feels like, and again, we can say that all the time where we feel like we know where something's going to go. It feels like it's going to go the route of we're fighting in the Holy Land and it's just Luffy's waiting for others to win to get a chance to beat Emu because of the covenants. How you feel about that?
That is just how every arc is in One Piece, in every shonen. That is a staple. Usually it's not a plot point, but yeah, there's usually like a thing where it's like, oh, Zoro has to beat King, and then we'll see Luffy versus Kaido. You're like, oh, Zoro has to beat Mr. One, and then we see Luffy fight, Crocodile. This time, it looks like Oda's making it an actual requirement, an actual plot point. Right. Because beforehand,
now
it's like,
connected.
Yeah, it's all connected. Because beforehand, Luffy could theoretically just bum rush the final villain and it's all over. But this time we can't. We have a reason why we have to fight all these dudes. And it's because, Emu gets weakened.
Most times in the arc, Luffy runs into the final villain pretty early.
Yeah, but we don't see that fight till later, you know?
Like, he kind of runs into, he ran into Doflamingo fairly early, Crocodile, Kaido, right? So it happens early on in the arc, but then it's like we go through, like, a whole thing where everybody else has to kind of get through their thing, and then Luffy gets done. But now, like you said, it's connected where, like, they have to win for Luffy to win.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting Could Oda do it where like maybe somebody loses?
That would be fun. I mean, but granted, with how many people are going to participate in that final war,
Yeah,
if
so many
one
people.
person loses, just somebody else shows up. Like, let's say
Yeah, exactly.
Sanji loses
Yeah.
his fight. Well, here comes a Kainu to back him up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just the first characters that popped into my mind. But,
Yeah, it feels like it's going that route, but Oda had to do this because we saw some of the strongest in history versus Emu. Well, Saturn or Emu in Saturn's body, and I guess nothing happened. So Oda's like, I guess I gotta like lay the groundwork a little bit for what has to happen because you can't have it where like Luffy is like stronger on his own, I guess, than all these legends of the past for story consistency. So Emu's revealing some of his weaknesses for the Gorosei. Why do they look like that every time they're in front of Emu? Is it fear?
I think it's a little bit of fear, a little bit of reverence. I think it's a mixture of things.
It's almost like they're like don't want to look at him, like, or is it disagreement?
Also, like Emu's in pain right now. Like, do you want to talk to somebody like who's in like your boss who's in pain? Do you really want to get on their bad side? They're probably more irritable. Like, I feel for the Gorosei, man.
They don't look happy.
That's a dicey spot.
They don't look happy. Where it's like it goes back to my thought of how many of them are here because of them being impacted by or affected by that covenant.
Yeah. Like if they didn't have it, would they quit?
Right, because now he's talking about like somebody's country and how they're not compatible and being destroyed from within. It's like, yo, where did all you guys come from, bro?
Yeah.
Like where
are you from, man? What's up?
Where are you from, man? How did you get indoctrinated into this? What happened? And so you start wondering about that when you see the Gorosei like this, where it's just like it feels like they have things to say, but they like,
can't say it though.
We can't.
Yeah.
We can't say anything because, bro, the entire time it's like Emu's just having like a diatribe, and they're just like listening, like okay, like he's just talking and talking. And then he talks about, well, I guess this makes sense. History, does not lie. We were always going to be incompatible because never forget, Elbaf is of the D. It's a crazy statement, right? But I think I'm at the point where I'm like, Oda, you got to tell us, man.
What is the D?
You got to tell us, man. It's like dick teasing. It's like, the D. And even when we got the whole Vegapunk message of like, if we're going to find out what it gets cut off, Elbaf is of the D. What does that mean to you, Sai?
For me, it's just that, in the past, the king or the princes, they were allied with Joy Boy. I think it's as simple as that. If you tell me that Loki, Hirunden, and Herald were D's too, I wouldn't be super shocked. It could like run in the family. It could be like a royalty kind of thing. I think that's just what it is. I can't really see too much else.
I think it could be, we've been talking about it where I'm like, I don't think the D means anything. I think
it's just like a alliance kind of thing.
Yeah, alliance passed down. I think the Elbaf maybe housed some D clan members. I mean, we know of the mural, right? There's ancient history there that's to be revealed.
Yeah.
So saying is of the D, meaning like it was a safe haven for the D clan members, right? So D clan members being housed in Elbaf, or even giants being D clan members, not crazy. I think even if D clan members used to stay in Elbaf, there would be some crossover. Maybe that's like how the Dusan Data came about. I don't know, but and we saw like the giant hat in Mary Joa, so we know for a fact that there's gonna be some crossover with the Giants and maybe the Buccaneers with like the D clan. So this is not surprising. I do find it interesting that Emu is believing in this history and the rhyme of history, and it's like Emu must be shitting bricks that Joy Boy is back, or at least that this rubberized white-haired demon is back, because it's just like, yo, this happened before, man. But here's the thing, though. It clearly happened before, but Emu won. So I wonder if Emu's like, okay, this happened before, but I won last time. I'm going to win again.
I don't know. We don't know how close the battle was. Like, did Emu actually put down Joy Boy? Did they play dirty? Did Emu have like the 20 kings by their side and it was like 20v1? Like it's hard
Yeah.
to say. Like I would be afraid if I was Emu. Like it wouldn't be a situation where I'm just like, oh yeah, this is chill.
I'm not.
Like, I can do it
I'm not
again.
completely not worried, but it's like he believes in history. It's almost like Orochi. Remember
Yeah,
Orochi, like at the start of Wano, he, like people thought he was crazy because of the Seven Shadows thing. He's like, oh man, the
he
Seven
was
Shadows.
right,
Like,
man.
he was right.
He was
You know what I'm saying?
right.
He was absolutely right. But
I kind of
wonder
felt
if the
bad for
Gorosei.
Orochi whenever like people made fun of him. It's like, dude, come on, you know devil fruits exist. Like crazy things happen, guys. Don't make fun of Orochi. It's a
He
reasonable
felt
fear.
bad for like a little bit, and then he started being a dick again. And I'm like, fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and then the problem with Orochi is that he had the devil fruit that we were looking forward to seeing, but
The Hydra.
he was ass, right? He was just ass. He wasn't
Sad
a
to
fighter.
see.
So it's like an amazing devil fruit wasted on Orochi. It's just, it sucks. It really sucked. But no, I think Emu. It's interesting getting this aspect and this side. Emu almost felt human in this chapter, which was interesting.
Okay.
Like worry, it's praise, it's like contemplating. I was surprised at how much Emu was talking about Harold, but Emu did say that like Harold and that opportunity was like pristine. Like it was like, oh my god, this opportunity
It's
of a
too good
lifetime.
to be true.
Too good to be true. So it's just like it falling through his hands. It's just like, oh my god, how did I fail? He's like, this is kind of what it is. It is
I
what it
will
is. But
say, Emu should have sent somebody to Elbaf. I get it, like, oh, we're gonna lose another God Knight, but it's like, dude, you should like at least check out what's going
let's
on.
see
And
what's
then
going
plus,
on.
with Harold, you could also view it as a thing where it's like, oh, like surely Harold wore down his opponent. Like maybe we could just finish him off. Let's do it.
I think he was scared. This fear.
Just too scared.
Yeah, he's scared. That's like, damn. Because think about it. Somebody beat Harold, who was already a monster. With who was up there? All right, let's regroup a little bit. And then also, we don't know how much Emu was in. We know Emu was in pain in some aspects. So maybe it needs like a break, because maybe if he lost another God Knight or something like that, or you could just like, that'd be like.
Send
tricky.
all five Gorosei members. Imagine
I was saying
5v1.
I was saying fuck the Gorosei. I was saying send some Marines.
Oh,
Hey,
true.
send
Send Sakazuki. Destroy Elbaf right now. Get
or
rid of
send
it.
Kong. What the fuck is Kong doing? Send him up there, man. So just
send him. Send a Navy scout.
send
Like,
somebody.
send somebody
Yeah.
disposable.
Yeah, send somebody that you don't care about losing. But
Maybe send
that's fear.
Doflamingo. Like, hey, if Doflamingo really wants to join, maybe he just goes to
Hey.
Elbaf. If he doesn't,
Yeah.
we'll bring him back in. Doflamingo would
Go
do it in a
prove
heartbeat.
yourself, Dofi. Go prove yourself.
Dude, Dofi would be like bending over backwards to go to Elbaf.
I still think they underutilized Dofi or somebody like that. If they want to be a part of something, bring him back, man. He'd be like an amazing soldier for you
They
guys.
should have done like kind of like what Doflamingo did to Bellamy. Like the world government could have done
Prove
that to
yourself.
Doflamingo. Yeah, prove yourself.
Prove
like,
yourself.
String him along.
Or like give him like the shallow, like they did for Shanks, right? Give him just like a
Yeah,
something
they said
small.
no way too quickly. I don't know what's up with Doflamingo. There's gonna be more. I think we'll get a backstory about
What
like
he
when
did.
Doflamingo visited the Holy Land
You think it's
and how he
disrespectful?
found out about the holy treasure, right? Because he knows
they-
about something.
In some ways, they brought him back to the fact that he can affect like the newspaper and shit like that, right? So it's like there's some reverence to his position or his previous position, but it's like, oh, we're not officially bringing you back. And I guess like at some point they accepted him, but he was like, nah, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late.
Sorry.
I got my new family, which
Yeah,
I wonder.
I'm
like,
good.
No, Doflamingo wouldn't betray his family anymore. I was about to say, would he abandon his family for that celestial dragon position? But probably not.
I think
not now.
he'd probably say, bring all of them with me. Give them all the covenant. But Emu doesn't have that many to spare, it seems like.
Yeah,
Can you
I
imagine
wouldn't
Emu-
want to give it a trouble either, to be fair.
Yeah, imagine putting the covenant on
Your
Treble.
life is tied to Treble's life? Yeah, no thanks, man. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
nah. You can stay where you at, Dofi. Thanks. Loki, his goal now is to head out to sea, right? And he says, I'll take the surviving soldiers with me, right? So it's just like he has his own goals where he's now basically gonna dish out some revenge. He says, With his ability, he will settle the regrets of the old man and his soldiers. So essentially, he's saying he's going after the world government. So this explains somewhat his bounty, because he's not necessarily a pirate, but I think he started terrorizing people on the seas. I think he was just a menace out there on the seas, man. And it's crazy because he told all of them to drop it. Don't tell nobody anything that happened here today. And at this point, you can't really talk shit to Loki, man. That's big. He's the boss right now, man.
Shanks and Gabon didn't say a single thing. They just hit us with the ...
Yeah, what you going to say? No?
It's hey, please don't. Please don't attack the world government, Loki. Don't do it.
Shanks and Gabon were like,
fair enough. I mean, I'm sure they also want revenge too, but
they know that's not the way.
Yeah, or at least it's not easy.
You're not ready yet. Like, you're strong as shit, but like, it's still not enough. Which, when you start thinking about it, with Shanks stopping Loki, it's like, how? Like, it seems like Shanks stands no chance at this point. But, 6 years later? He stops him?
The scaling for Shanks must be insane then. That's what I dial it back to. Like, Shanks must have glowed up really hard. He locked in. Maybe this is it.
Got a lot stronger.
Yeah, maybe he was just really like upset that he couldn't beat King Harold, so he's like, okay, I gotta get stronger. Stop
Harold.
Now.
Harold died because of him. I mean, that's what happened to Luffy, right? Yeah. Where somebody died on his watch. A lot of people died on his watch, and then he locked in, and Luffy scaled several levels after 2 years. This is after 6 for Shanks, and they called Shanks the Child of Destiny before this. A scalper said that, right? So it's not absolutely insane that Shanks got to a point where now he can stop Loki. But it kind of blows your mind when you think of the scale if you go way back to even Rox and Harold and how Loki was able to do it, and then going to Shanks, where it's like, maybe the new generation is just that much better than the old generation. But a part of me is like, there's no way, right? But
we gotta be. I mean, we gotta be.
If you look at what's in front of us, it seems like they're way better.
Yeah, I mean, we have characters like, Luffy, we got Shanks, we have Kid, Sanji,
Cat.
We got a lot of characters who, like,
Blackbeard.
We have to surpass the old gen. As silly as that sounds, we got to surpass them, because if the old gen couldn't beat Emu, we got to do it. And if we beat Emu and they couldn't, then we surpass them.
You know what the hang-up is? I think the hang-up for old gen versus new gen goes back to the Marines. Because I think there is a case for a lot of the new gen being stronger than the old gen. I don't think there's a case you can make for any of the new gen Marines being stronger than any of the old gen. And that's the issue.
Like who?
Like, a lot of people still feel like Garp is the strongest Marine ever. By a significant margin.
If Akainu is shown with, like, Conqueror's Haki,
he would need Conquerors.
I feel like then we could, like, really muddy those waters. Yeah, have that conversation.
Yeah. I'm ready to put the likes of Shanks, Blackbeard, Luffy, maybe above some of the old gen. I'm ready. I think I'm there. I'm ready to put Shanks over Roger.
Oh my god. I think it's a little bit too soon still. I feel like by the end of the story we'll feel that way, but right now it's like, okay, maybe we wait like 100 chapters and then we'll say that. But
let's hang back a little bit.
Let's too fast. Hang back a little bit. Avengers, disassemble.
You may be right. So I say, oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god. Wait, right now?
Yeah, let's say it right now. He's over Roger, man. Nah,
it's confirmed. You heard it here first.
I do think it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about the scale, but I did like Hiruden and Loki kind of making up here, right? Where Hiruden apologized like a man, right? He's like, all right, my bad, I didn't know, right? And Loki's just like, hey, man, like, it is what it is. But think about it for Loki, like, after he got up, he said, oh my God, I feel free. I don't think it's just about being free from the shackles. I think it's also about, like, all that shit is off of his back, right? Off of his shoulders. His brother knows that he didn't, like, fuck his dad over. And honestly, I would think he would want a relationship with Hiruden because that's the only connection he has to both his dad and Ida.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing better in the world than just being a brother to Hiruden.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Like, I'm sure he feels amazing. He feels great.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of weight off his shoulders, and now he has here his brother. He has his brother back. He has Elbath behind him again. Even Road and them, they're like, yo, we're sorry. We thought you were a piece of shit, but sorry, man. And
Isn't
I like
that
how
crazy? Like, why is everybody still here?
yeah, everybody's listening to the story.
Yeah, no. If you go back like to chapter 1152 or 1153, whichever one it is, they said, "Hey guys, like go on ahead,
leaving.
Zoro, Sanji, just leave me behind. I'm gonna listen to this."
Yeah.
And then even Harden said the same thing, like, "Hey Stanson, sorry man, you got to go ahead. I'm gonna listen to Loki's story real quick." And then we cut over, and they're all still here.
I
They
think what
decided to
happened
stay.
was they're about to leave, right?
Yeah.
And then Loki's like, well, it starts off at Rocks coming to. Wait, what?
Rocks.
It starts off at Rocks, Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Shiki. Okay, wait, I gotta hear this. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, you think so? They're just so curious.
They're like, what the fuck? Because that's a crazy start to the story.
Yeah. Hold up, guys. Wait a minute. Maybe we can spare 3 minutes.
And so, this, I mean, I don't know exactly how much time this took in real time, but, I'm happy everybody stayed to hear the story.
Yeah.
But I like for Luffy that after the entire story, right? Luffy's conclusion was, awesome. You can fight now.
Dope, dude.
You can fight now, bro. Let's go. It's like, oh, that's all Luffy has to say? I'm like, Luffy, a real one. He's like, that's all I care about, Loki. I want to see how strong you are. You've been talking crazy.
He wanted to hear about Shanks too, so he stuck around for the Shanks portion.
Yeah. So I'm sure Luffy feels great about it as well. But Brook shows up to destroy all of them, and Loki's like, yo, this is the time to let loose. Luffy's on his shoulder. Oh, somebody did mention.
It really does look just like Brook.
About this. It really does. Somebody mentioned that the spoilers they were fake this week about Sanji. They said the spoilers said that Sanji was going to show Conqueror's Haki.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, somebody was saying that.
That means that somebody fell for fake spoilers. Yeah,
somebody fell for fake spoilers.
Yeah.
They said Sanji's supposed to show Conqueror's Haki. I was like,
the thing is that like there's only like 2 leakers you should ever listen to. It's really just Pew Piece and Redon. If you go to anybody else other than them, you're just you're cooking yourself, really.
I think sometimes people get so eager, especially after a break and having no One Piece in a while. So anything that's out there, they're like, oh my God. They just start believing it.
Like,
that's
literally,
the best time.
Worst Gen, Pew Piece, and all them, like, they can't do you any wrong. Like, if you just follow those guys and those guys alone, you're fine. If you listen to, like, other people, sure, they may be credible, but, they don't have, like, the same years long of, like, rep sheet and good history like those guys. So, yeah, that's just how it is.
Wait for those guys. Don't get caught, because I did see like
don't get caught by the Sanji Conquer hockey leaks.
I did see some very interesting discourse on the timeline. So because anytime Sanji Conquers Haki comes up, some Zoro fans come out the woodwork and they're like, he doesn't need it. Why does he just want to be like Zoro?
Yeah.
So
I think he'll get it. I believe.
I think so too. I think it's inevitable. We see Loki's first attack. It was an ice attack called Niflheim.
Not bad, yeah.
Luffy is shocked. Luffy's like, oh,
ice.
Shit. Because we saw lightning.
Yeah.
And now he's using ice. Like, is he going to be able to call forth, like, all different elements? With Ragnar, like
that's tough. Like I like the idea that Loki can just go around whipping out different elements, but can he really though? Like ice, fire. Like it sounds too good to be true, right? Like too broken, if anything.
I mean, like we said, top 5 all time. And like if we go forward with Two Piece, I gave a few characters with potential, like if Two Piece ever happens, to be at the top of the One Piece world. Momonosuke was one of them. Bonnie was one of them. I mean, I think Loki firmly stands atop everybody. I mean, if you want to add Kobe in there, sure. But like...
yeah, Kobe's a good one.
Yeah, it was Loki, Kobe, Bonnie, Momonosuke. That's like 4 for me. Like if you fast forward let's say 20, 30
It's
years.
funny because I'm trying to think of more people. I'm like, I don't think there's like any more people than that. Like, who else do we bring up?
Helmeppo? Shanks' son?
Shanks' son, Helmeppo?
No, the kid for...
I thought you were like making up like a brand new theory. I was like, well, I've never heard the Helmeppo was Shanks' son theory. That's new.
No. Hell no.
I was going to say, damn, bro, that's a new agenda. All right.
Hell no.
I like it.
Well, you know what? Because a lot of people think Makino's son is Shanks'. I don't think it's Shanks' kid.
Yeah, I see where you're going now.
I think it might be Ben Beckman's kid.
Here's the thing, but could it be like one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, this kid's gonna be like the weakest one out of the bunch. Like they're not gonna be raised to be a fighter because Makino's raising him. The kid's just gonna be like a bartender.
Maybe.
That'd be kind of nice.
Sometimes you can't like fight against your nature, you know. Also, what's his name? Scopper's kid.
Colin. Oh yeah, Colin. Yeah.
Ripley's strong.
Dude, I mean, Colin was over here. What? Luffy, he said he needed like gear 4 to take him down.
So Colin
he didn't say that.
Is another one that could be really strong. Well, that's ulti.
Ooh, Paige. Oh my God. If Paige 1 and Ulti get together and they have a kid.
They lock in?
Yeah, they lock in, have a kid. That kid would be nuts. It would be super like inbred too. It would have like the inbred strength of 1,000 soldiers. Just going around.
I've never heard of somebody scaling inbred strength, but
yeah, that's like a ×5 multiplier for like bronze.
I didn't know that. More people should do that then.
Yeah, no, but you start lacking in other areas, so maybe not.
There's some negative aspects to it.
There's negative aspects.
Inbred. That's what they say about Weevil.
Yeah, and you see how strong Weevil is. He's being compared to like young Whitebeard. Like it's kind of insane.
Yeah, he has a retirement strength.
God, dude, I can't wait to see Weevil again. I still think he's gonna be super buff next time we see him.
You think he's gonna be super buff and handsome?
Yeah, Prime Bill.
I don't know. Chapter ends with that attack, guys. Break next week, unfortunately. But a fantastic chapter. I expect a chapter after this to be amazing as well. Sai, any final thoughts on the chapter? Thought it was a great one.
Ice ability. It's Ragnar, right? Just to confirm.
I don't know. I would think so.
Yeah, I think it's Ragnar. It's got to be Ragnar.
It feels like it should be Ragnar. It feels like it probably is Ragnar. But what is Loki's devil fruit?
We'll never know. We'll find out in like 5 years, and in 5 years we'll finally get another silhouette.
Well, you know what? It got to be. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it makes sense it's Ragnar because Loki didn't transform or anything. So, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows? But either way, Loki's strong as shit. Has amazing everything.
Great hair.
I can't wait for next chapter. Just everything, man. The fit, the hair, the strength.
I just realized, I got some art done of Loki. He looks just like Kaido in some instances. Like the purple cape and everything. It's like, damn.
I remember like when we first saw Harold, it was a lot of concept art with Kaido being Harold's kid. So
yeah, just Kaido really does feel like the long lost brother of the family.
Harold was running around,
Yeah, this is how he does his diplomatic missions. He just spreads his seed.
Bring me your finest.
Which would be
kind
of smart, right? Like technically, if you just did that, like give it like 30 years and then boom, your quote son is going to be like the king of a nation.
I would assume a lot of nations would request this.
Yeah, what nation wouldn't want like a giant in their ranks? Like honestly, if you were a king and they're like, "Hey, would you like this giant to like breed with your citizens and then you get a couple of giants for your own?"
An ancient giant.
Yeah, an ancient giant. Yeah. I feel like a lot of countries would like be begging, like, "Yeah, dude, please."
Yeah, a lot of countries would probably want an opportunity to have a possible ancient giant, probably mixed with their strongest female warrior, to kind of join their ranks, multiple, might bring multiple women.
And then raise them as only a soldier,
I think that's just good politics, good,
especially
for like the world that we're in. But, shout out to Harold, shout out to Kaido. But great chapter. Guys, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Shout out to Sai. His channel will be linked below. But guys, we will catch you guys in the next one.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.